I'm Dennis Cometti. Before getting on the plane to come here, I told the ticket lady send one of my bags to Melbourne, one to Sydney and one to Brisbane. She said she couldn't do that. I'm not sure why she didn't understand, because as I told her, the airline did it for me last week. Anyway, it's good to be back at Sydney. A few empty seats in the crowd. I'm paired in the box today with Matthew Richardson. What a pleasure.
Thanks, Dennis. Expecting something very special here tonight. Practice matches offer the ideal scenario for experimentation, Dennis. And don't forget, practice makes perfect.
Tonight, it's Greater Western Sydney versus the Eagles. Greater Western Sydney making their way onto the ground to the tune of the club song.
Feel the ground is shaking, the other teams are quaking in their boots before the Giants. We take the longest strides and the highest leap, the stronger than...
Umpire tosses the coin. Greater Western Sydney winning the toss. I can't wait for this match to get underway. I've had sleepless nights dreaming about this clash. The players launch into the first term.
It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has it. It's the will to prepare to win that matters.
Tomlinson looking to make them pay for that turnover. That play was as high-tech as a campfire.
He's got a hold of that one.
Mitchell picks up the loose ball. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Handball's out into space. Gets a handball away, finding the running player. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Cripps gets the ball rolling with the first goal of the game.
Cripps needs to practice his goal-kicking routine. It helps a player handle any situation in the game. If he does that more often, then he might enter the league of the elite goal kickers.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Naitanui decisively. Dowling pummels him. Shield picks up the loose ball. The ball in the hands of Tomlinson. Shuey picks it up. He hand passes the ball. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Kennedy controls it. A magnificent kick right through the middle. West Coast players with massive smiles on their faces now. They needed that. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Great bounce. Naitanui guides it. Smothered. He collects the loose ball, finding the running player. That play was as high-tech as a campfire. The ball in the hands of Tomlinson. He's got the football now. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Lovely hand pass hits the man. Cripps making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the win. And they like it behind the goals. He likes it. Goal! Cripps can sniff out a goal like a forest animal. All is in readiness. Here we go. Naitanui hits it. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. They've conceded possession. Intercepted. He grabs it on the run. Gets a handball away. Hearn swoops on the loose ball and will have a change of possession. McGovern has the ball. He hand passes the ball. Approaching the goals now. West Coast with the ascendancy over Greater Western Sydney, leading the match 19-0. It's not the score he was looking for.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time the Giants stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. That's a mark. Mitchell kicks the ball. Wilson sharks the ball away. He lays off the pass. He boots it. Ward handballs it. He puts power behind that kick. Cameron with a strong mark.
There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. An ideal position to be kicking from. This game almost out of reach for the Giants. I would have expected him to nail that. Schofield kicking the skin off that one. Great mark. Johnson just gauging which way that wind is blowing. Picture perfect drop punt. Mumford wins the marking contest. Mumford unloads one towards goal. Chalk up a goal for Greater Western Sydney. That's his first. Mumford obviously not bothered by the pressure. Sinks that needed goal. He's putting on a masterclass with goals like that. Nat Nui really gets onto this one. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. As we go into the break, the scores are West Coast 19, Greater Western Sydney 7.
West Coast will be happy with the early scoreboard pressure they are applying to the Giants. They are setting the standard out there, and it will be interesting to see how GWS can come back after the break.
The first quarter ends with some high scoring on the board. The Eagles are leading by 12 as we go to the break.
Well, they're still in it, but they need something to ignite them in this last quarter. They can't expect their opposition to hand it to them.
Lots of points scored during that opening term. Time to check the stats. Richo.
West Coast could put on some really excellent tackles, and the scoreboard really reflects their effort. An intense 10 tackles for the Eagles and only 5 tackles for GWS. West Coast racking up plenty of handballs at the moment, 20 on the board, leaving the Giants in their wake with 13. The Eagles have 7 kicks on the board, and the Giants have 4, fairly close if you ask me. You could slip a bit of paper in between these two teams on the marking stats. They're really that close.
Thank you very much, Richard. The siren sounds for the second quarter.
Winning means you're willing to go longer, work harder, and give more than anyone else.
Advantage, says the umpire. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. Jams it on the boot now. Wins the hard ball. Boots it. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark, minus the peg. He pumped that one. And the mark will be paid. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. Green on the borderline of his range. He's kicking from a 45-degree angle. Kicks long for goal and misses. Not many players can make it from that distance. I would have expected him to nail that. He plays it to himself. Slams it on the boot. The ball crosses the boundary. We'll have a throw-in. The ball is in the air. Nat Nui with first hands to the ball. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Shuey onto the ball. He's got the footy in his hands. An easy interception for Williams. Hits the running man. The loose ball picked up. Finding the running player. The Rass there to mop it up. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. Curtis is able to grab it on the half volley. The advantage is paid. He has the ball. Williams will take the free after the ball was thrown. Sends it on its way. Shield claims the ball. Chips it down towards half forward. A great effort. Jams it on the boot now. McGovern soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. He has a mighty kick of the footy. Tomlinson doesn't waste that opportunity. Shield on the ball at the moment. He just can't get out of the action. Sends the ball out into space. He has clearly been shopping at Clangers or us. Intercept by Hill. He lays off the pass. He's managed to squeeze it out of there. It's with him now. You don't have to wait and see that that's a goal. His fist is pumping. The Eagles lead the Giants. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Umpire bounces the ball. Nat Nui gets onto the ball. He has the ball. He's done a Lady Gaga. He kept everyone guessing. Nicely intercepted by Pritis. Kicks it long. Davis gets the mark without contest. He has to play on now. A massive kick by Davis. Nice hands. Spears a low ball. Nice hands. And that's the end of the term with West Coast 25, the Giants 8.
The Eagles need to become a team who always want to do better than others. Love the competition. Really stamp their authority on the contest.
Time to check the stats. Richo.
Both teams near equal in terms of kicking stats. The Giants with 13 and West Coast with 12. It doesn't get much closer than that. The Eagles are really showing their domination in tackles with 20, but GWS have only managed 10.
The third quarter has begun.
It will be interesting to see what changes, if any, the coaches make for the second half of the match.
Finding the running player. Ward bumps. Mumford intercepts it. Chips it down towards half forward. A solid mark from Mitchell. Jams it on the boot now. He just can't get out of the action. Williams intercepts it. Tomlinson with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Sends it on its way. He gets above the crowd. Richo, what are his chances from here?
I really doubt Dennis.
Kicked at goal by Marston. Has it got the carry? He wins the contest. Opportunity now for Kennedy, 15 metres out. Going for goal number 3. The Eagles in front.
Kennedy can be kept quiet for 3 quarters and he still walks away with a bag of goals. You can't turn your back on him for one moment.
The kick is about as straight as a shopping trolley, and it's a goal. He's excited about that one. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Nat Nui with the punch. Scoops up the ball. Is in his possession. Is in his possession. Takes possession.
Shield would have to be one of the most consistent performers in the competition. He's the type of player every coach loves to have in his side. Darling charges in with the bump. Maston smashed him into the turf. Pritis picks it up. He lays off the pass. The ball being picked up before it makes its target.
Penetrating hand pass. That was a gutsy effort. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Lecrac making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the win. West Coast up by 4 goals. It's not the score he was looking for. Davis waiting for the man to free up. Strong mark by Shuey. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
He'll need a bigger kick than he has from here.
A set shot on a 30-degree angle. Kicks long for goal and misses. Not many players can make it from that distance. It's not the score he was looking for. Davis waiting for the man to free up. Nice mark there.
Haynes got a really good footballing brain. Sending it on its way. Great hands. Wilson with the kick. Shield gets the catch. He handballs it. Pritis forcing the ball to come out. Hand passes to the running man.
Nicely intercepted by McGovern. Interception. Dio intercepts it. Mitchell gives the ball to the man on the run. He's had lots of touches this match. He gets his hands on the footy. Good mark by Lecrac. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. Jams it on the boot now. He picks up the loose ball. Kennedy, no match for the man with the ball. Straight down the field. The third quarter drawing to a close. Slams it on the boot. He wins the contest. Chips it down towards half forward. Strong mark. There's been a lot to enjoy in the third quarter. The scores are the Eagles 33, the Giants 8.
GWS will be pretty happy to go into the huddle and regroup.
Richo, how well are these teams performing?
West Coast appear relentless in their tackling with a total of 30, which is more than I can say for the Giants on 10. GWS and the Eagles are very level on the possession count, which reflects the evenness of this contest. It appears the Eagles have the upper hand in handballs, leading with 43. Not much difference between the way these two teams are kicking, both fairly even on 21 and 18.
After the break, the players should be eager to get started and finish the game with a win for their side.
You're never a loser until you quit trying.
Gets the ball free. Shield heads in for the goals. Strong mark. An easy angle for Cameron. Going for goal number 1. Richo, what can we say about that attempt?
He needed to kick through the ball. He just stabbed at it.
It's not the score he was looking for.
Schofield is a great kick, and if he can maintain that accuracy under pressure, he'll elevate to the elite category. Prittis with good strong hands. Puts boot to ball. Haynes, just the better man in that contest. He gets boot to the ball. That's a nice strong mark.
Shuey kicks it. Takes it well. Kicks. Dowling wins the marking contest. An ideal position to be kicking from. Tomlinson gets it on the bounce. He's had lots of touches this match. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Caniglio shoots off the handball. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. You'll need a long-range boomer from here. Nice work from Lacroix. Does he have a realistic chance from here, Richard?
He's paid to kick these, Dennis.
Going for goal number 1. It's in the air. The Eagles starting to exert some dominance over the Giants with the lead of 34-9. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
It's time to roll the dice out there and see how the game might open up. Yes, the Giants might get hurt on the rebound, but I think more scoring opportunities will present themselves. Strong mark there. He boots it. Tomlinson claims the ball. Sending it on its way. Shuey picks up the loose ball. Caniglio with a clean pickup. It hits its target.
He runs into the goal. Bounces favourably for Patton. Lob has gone missing, Richard.
Dennis, he just seems to be continually choosing the wrong option.
They've got nothing to lose here apart from this match. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. He gives the ball away. Patton with a kick at goal. The advantage is paid. The Giants are still a chance, given that this season we've seen teams blow more leads than Inspector Clouseau. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Natanui got the hit out, able to grab it on the half volley. Kennedy picks it up. The ball spills to Davis. He grabs it on the run. Mitchell misses the ball as he runs past. Dowling has his head down now. Is in his possession. A lot of possessions for him. Sneaks the ball away in time. Davis gathers it. He grabs it on the run. He's running hot, Richard.
He has been outstanding all match, Den.
He's really a ball magnet. Wilson gets a hard bump from Lacroix. Hill onto the ball. He's got the football now. They say hard work never killed anybody, but clearly Greater Western Sydney are not willing to take that chance. Your final word on today's game, Richo?
The Eagles really brought home the bacon today.
Hadn't thought of it quite like that, Richo. West Coast lead Greater Western Sydney 34-60 with the final siren. That's all from us. Thanks for joining us, and thank you, Richo. See you again next game.
Thanks, Dennis. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Until next time, goodbye.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce.